Hello, and welcome to another great episode of Connor's Favorite Sneakers. Today, we're talking about Connor's favorite sneakers of 2020. I'm going to level with you guys. I'm pretty sure we're all in a simulation, and we're actually in March, but the calendar says December, so I guess here I am making this show. What a monstrosity of a year this has been. This year is like my increasingly crippling anxiety about haircuts. Somehow it's become too long, but it's also too short at the same time, and now, here we all are, just stuck in it. Anywho, onto something mildly exciting that can hopefully divert your attention from the hell that life has become for 7 minutes. Here's my 10 favorite sneakers from 2020. If you're like me and you like to wear cool shoes when you go out and you like to take pictures of them and then reflect on those pictures when you're making a year-end favorite sneakers list, well, then you're in trouble because a certain pandemic has rendered all of my frivolous leaving the house activities non-existent, and so I have very few pictures to reflect on. Regardless, I'll try to make my best to make this list as fair and equitable as possible. Let's get started at number 10. Number 10, the New Balance 997 Multicolor. Why do I like them? They're really comfortable. They're really unique. I like the tongue. The 997s, I got that tongue. I like that. One time I wore them to a mall. This is before COVID. I wore them to a mall, and some guy came up to me. He's like, "Hey," and I was like, "Oh," and he came up. He was like, "Hey," I was like, "Hey," and he said, "I like those," and I said, "Okay." So that was nice. They're colorful, they're sporty, and I would say they probably, if I had to estimate, I would say they probably would add half an inch to my vertical. So, I would say, if it's at 19 inches now, it'd probably be 19 and a half in those, so pretty good. Number 9, the Nike Air Force One by You. So, I went over and I went to Nike.com, type, and then I found these. I found them. I designed them, and I picked out all the colors, and I like them, because I made them, and they're colorful and they're fun. I feel like hypothetically, Harry Styles might wear them for a day or two, or maybe 10 minutes. Which is hypothetically a really good compliment to my personal style, and makes me feel good. And also really fun. Did I mention fun? They're fun. Number 8, the Yeezy Boost 380 Mist. Why do I like them? They remind me of me. We don't talk about me enough. And they remind me a lot of me. People like me because, you get the sense I'm always smiling, I'm always having a good time, no matter what, just catching the vibe. And that's what these shoes are. There's a vibe. If you put them on, they initiate you into the Mist Gang, which is, a subreddit. It's full of, intense people. If you go to r/Mist Gang, it's weird, but they're fun. It's fun. And then, you just get the feeling that it would really pair nicely with an all-black boiler suit for some reason. I don't know where that comes from, but that's just the feeling you get, Number 7, the Sneakers and Stuff Adidas Campus 80 Frosted Cupcake. I like these because they're so sweet. They're so sweet. If you look inside the shoe, you can see a recipe. You can follow the recipe to make cupcakes, which is kind of nice. It's good for a shoe to remind you to eat, and that's nice. It really reminds me of your first kiss. There's that magic in the air, but you also have the gravity of the situation. Just intense nervousness, intense magic. It's a combination of the weightlessness and the heaviness at the same time. Number 6, the Nike ISPA Overreact Sale Multi. So that's a little bit of a mouthful there, but I like them because they're weird and they're unique. If I ever get to wear them, I think they would be comfortable. Hopefully this lifetime I'll get to wear them. Some people might say that this triggers their tripophobia, but not for me. And you know what else it doesn't trip? Me. Because the nice, the laceless design there, it doesn't trip me. The tripophobia doesn't trip me. Anyway, so that's, thanks for taking the time to be here today. I know it's exhausting looking at all these really great sneakers, so why don't we just take a minute and go to the intermission? Maybe, grab yourself a nice hot chocolate, maybe some popcorn. What was up with movie theaters back when they existed? You could get the popcorn, but I remember, if you went to my local theater, if you got the biggest size, I'm talking XXL, they give you the free refill on it, the free refill. I mean, who's going to eat all that popcorn? Not me. It got me every time, though. I'd go there, I'd get that XXL. You power through the first 15 minutes of the previews, you're eating all that XXL popcorn, and then you're just so disgusted with all the butter, then you pass out for the next 30 minutes of the previews. So, it's too much. It's too much XXL for me. Moving on to number 5, you got the Sakai Nike LD Waffle Pine Green. I like them. They're piney, but they're also green, and that's nice. I like that they're both piney and green. The mesh, that's nice mesh. It's breathable. It's light. It's a mesh. And then, it was a big deal last year. They came out last year. Not as much of a big deal this year, which means that I'm a hipster because I like vintage things. So that's good news for me. Also, for some reason it just gives you the sense that they would pair really well with an all-black boiler suit. I don't know why, but it just gives you that sense. Number 4.
Travis Scott Nike Jordan 6.
Why do I like these? They really bring me back to when I was a kid. Nah, I'm just kidding. I can't do that. That's not true. The real reason is because it's drippy. It's just drippy drip. Drip, drip, drippy drip. And they make me feel like I have worth because they have worth. Which, by the way, I do have worth. The government estimates that my worth as a human is at least $8 million. So I'm really worth the drip, and I'm expressing that drip in this drip, the Jordan 6. Number 3, the Nike Air Fear God 1 Oatmeal. Why do I like these? They've always been one of my favorite sneaker silhouettes. They came out, a few years ago, the original ones, and they're just so futuristic. They're so wavy. They catch a wave wearing these, and they make me feel like I'm sort of, space cowboy, if that makes sense. Number 2, the Yeezy 700 Wave Runner. I like these because for me, it's a really interesting case study on people's perception changing over time. When they were originally announced and released, people hated them. They called them ugly. They said they were bulky and weird. I think some people still feel that way, but I would say most say that they're really cool, on the classic wavy sneaker. A wave runner sneaker, Personally, I think they're one of the best Yeezys ever released. I like them, and I bought my car wearing them, so that's pretty big for me. And then number 1, last year was the last year was the Seinfeld slides, and so I figured this year I have to go with a more sophisticated look, a more more reasonable, wear every day type of look. You can't wear the Seinfeld slides every day, but you can wear this sneaker. So this one, I'm going number 1, Adventure Croc.